Hello, I'm Yvette Bodden, the founder and host of AW Confidential. Today, we're talking about a health issue that affects millions of women. Joining me is model, television personality, actress, women's health advocate, and fibroid fighters ambassador, Cynthia Bailey. Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Next to beauty here.
Oh, look amazing.
Thank you. So tonight is about bringing awareness to women's health.
Yes.
Why was it important for you to lend a voice to this cause? And as I've mentioned to Dr. Yan, I've suffered from fibroids. Yeah. And I have to tell you, I didn't know there were other options. So the work that he's doing and the work that you're doing to spread awareness, we need more of that.
Absolutely. Which is why I am here speaking about it tonight still. After having dealt with fibroids for years and years and years, I actually spoke about fibroids and went through my fibroids removal procedure, UFE, years ago on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this was during a time when no one on TV was really talking about fibroids. So after sharing that part of my life, which was a struggle, like my entire quality of life was just suffering in every way. And as women, like we do, we just push through anyway. And I just got tired of pushing through and I just wanted to get some answers. And I finally got some answers and I was able to share that with millions of people on my platform. And even though I know, like I said, no longer suffer from fibroids, I still feel like it's my responsibility to keep the conversation going.
Thank you for doing that because awareness is the first step.
Yes.
And I think, as Dr. Yan mentioned, if you tell I don't even know how many millions are in your platform at this point, but if you tell 3 million and I tell 10,000 and we continue that chain, then hopefully we can make a dent into this problem. Now, what do you hope women feel empowered to do once we have conversations like this? Because one thing is us talking about it, bringing awareness, but what do you hope that women?
I hope that they make the choice to feel better and to look at the options. You know, it's very individual. There's different options for different situations, and to just get the education and to just make the choice to choose a quality life, honestly. And I want to be, part of that inspiration for that, because again, I think it's just in women's nature to feel like, for whatever reason, we should have to suffer a little.
Or we push down that pain.
Yeah, well, we just don't make ourselves, I feel like most women make everyone except themselves the priority. It's our kids, it's our husband, it's everyone except us. And I think that needs to change. Like, we need to put ourselves first and we need to pour into ourselves and we need to take care of ourselves. And if we're not feeling well and we can do something about it, we should.
100%. And when did this become more than a cause and become personal? Because it feels so personal. And I know you had an experience with it, but when did it you make that shift to say, wait a minute, I'm going through my own thing, but sharing it is something else?
Absolutely. Like you said, for me, it was personal because I lived through fibroids and I just felt like, as a public person, I talk about a lot of different things. I love, women empowerment. I love supporting women. I love the women that support me. And I felt like my health and wellness journey is a huge part of my life, especially at this point in my life. As I get older, it's my number one priority. And anything and all things that affect women, if I have experienced it, I want to give that back and help be a part of helping other women recognize what their issue is and find the answers to rectify it.
And I think it's also important to mention, there is a physical aspect, but there's an emotional aspect to this.
Absolutely. And a lot of people don't talk about the emotional that much. I mean, physically, we're tired, we're anemic, we're bloated, we don't want to have sex. If we do, it hurts. Like, everything across the board is affected by fibroids. And that, like you just said, is the physical. The mental is, you can get, I don't like to throw around the word depressed, but your spirit can be a little low because you just don't feel good. Like, who is happy when they don't feel good? And when you suffer from fibroids, and again, the cases are very individual, Like for me, I can say I've maybe had one good week out of a month.
Wow.
And that's not enough.
It's not a good quality
Like
of life.
I want all my days, I want all my weeks, I want all my hours. And by, dealing with the problem, you actually get your life back, literally.
100%. Wow. Well, I'm glad you got your life back.
Yes, yes. I mean, we only get one. And who, again, fibroids it is somewhat of an illness in a way. It's something
Oh,
that
100%.
literally is sucking the life out of you. It's like one of those things, those illnesses that, people can't really see, but you are experiencing it. And even like for work, it never felt like a legitimate excuse to call off from work and say, oh, I have fibroids, so I don't really feel like coming in today to film a national TV show. Like it just was never a big enough excuse. But at the same time, it is a legitimate illness.
So if women are listening, watching, or here today, and I know I feel seen, so
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
What do you hope she carries away tonight? Because I already have.
Inspiration, self-worth, strength, motivation.
Put
That's
yourself
it. Putting yourself first, feeling deserving, all of those things that we as just not even just women, humans need to live a happy life.
100%. I think these conversations that we're having, the conversation I had with Dr. Yan, all the conversations that I have on the podcast, I think they're so key to moving us forward because
Yes.
these are honest conversations that remove stigma, remove
Absolutely.
shame, and we need to have more of these conversations.
Yeah.
So what is one truth about women's health that you hope every woman today hears?
I would say that if you can't be good to yourself, you can't be any good for anyone else. I think it just really starts with you, just putting yourself first. And that's it. And I know that may sound selfish, but at this...
You don't see, you don't even follow.
I know, right? But like, I used to feel like, oh, well, I should still be able to do all these things that my career is demanding me to do. But now I unapologetically own the fact that I am first. I am worth it. I am worth feeling good. I am worth having a quality life. And I deserve to not have to live with fibroids.
Well, we come from a long line of strong women who
Absolutely
didn't prioritize themselves.
No.
And
my mom actually had fibroids, and probably her mom had fibroids, to be honest, but they just suffered through it. And we don't have to do that anymore. We need to choose not to do that anymore, which is why I love USA Fibroid Centers, because as much as people are learning about fibroids and as much as they do know, there's still so many women out there that are suffering silently who still don't know, which is why we still have to keep the conversation going.
Well, as I mentioned to Dr. Yan, he spoke about shrinking the tumor. I didn't know that was even an option.
UFA.
So well, I think this educating ourselves and bringing awareness, this is what we need to be doing and
Absolutely.
what we will be doing.
Absolutely.
So thank you for doing the work, and thank
You're
you to
welcome.
Fibroid Fighters. Thank you to Dr. Yan, and thank you for joining us today on this episode with Cynthia Bailey.
Thank you.
Bye.